Hey, y'all, welcome back to Media Monday. Cynthia Mallard here. Hey, good to see all of you as always, and welcome back. I just want to say first, want to preface, guys, preface that I do have my 1-year-old daughter in studio with me. So if you hear a little goo goo and gaga, and it's because my daughter is right here in the background. But of course, I did not want to miss our Media Mondays. I totally treasure our times together. So thank you so very much for the additional subscribers to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much. Also, thank you for the DMs and of course the questions that continue to roll in. I feel really great that many of you trust me, trust me, and you trust my experience of over 25 years. So in this genre, in this media world, no matter what the position, I always like to say, those of you who have been in media, maybe you're still in media, right? We all know, as far as veterans in this business, it's the type of field you go through, right? And you never forget what you're taught. You never forget what you go through. You never forget those lessons, right? And they stay with you. They make you a better person, and they kind of forge your armor, right, for the next opportunity. So I just want to say, keep going, do not stop. If you're transforming, maybe you're changing gears, maybe you're changing tracks, maybe you're just getting started, maybe you're at the end, and you want to teach someone else, right? But keep going, no matter what you do. Okay, this medium, media, it will be around forever. Forever. It's how we get our messages across. It's how we get things done. It's all about media. So I took this opportunity for years now, right? Seeing that there was a need, people asking me questions about, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I never in a million years, guys, thought that all that experience in those different arenas would pay off. So they have. And they will for you also, okay? So today's Media Mondays tip is very straightforward. I try my best to be as simple and put it in layman's terms as best I can. Again, if you hear some goo-going, gaga, and all that, crying possibly, that's my 1-year-old daughter. Yeah, we're still we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and I still have my baby. So we're going to talk about your backgrounds, okay? I know, very simple. I have received so many questions about this, like backgrounds, when people are taping, especially if you're doing like this, a video. People ask me, what kind of background should I use? Is there a background that's bad? Is there something I should stay away from? Or is there something I should gravitate to, right? So I always say, this is something that I learned in doing television, doing radio, doing film, television, the whole nine. Your backgrounds really, really matter. I know some of you are like, not for real. Yeah, it does. It really does. It matters about how you show up, what you look like. Backgrounds can change, believe it or not, a background can change how slim you look, how fuller you look, right? A background can actually change the complexion, how people see your complexion, right? Yeah, a background can accentuate your eyes, or it can take away from your eyes, right? So the general rule, I'll just tell you, just for those who are beginners and you're just trying to start out, on this journey, when it comes to backgrounds, I always say, this is how I was taught, stick with one color, right? Stick with a solid background for right now, especially if you are trying to start in this media world. You're putting together possibly a production company, and maybe you are the producer, you are the writer, you are the photographer, you are everything. You want to stick with a non-busy background, I should say. So number one color, take the busyness out of it. 3, smooth it out, smooth it out. So you don't want to have a background that's like wrinkly, which adds It looks horrible, for lack of better words. It looks horrible behind you, okay? So one color, no busyness, smooth your background out, right? You want it to accentuate your eyes, your skin complexion, the width of your head, the size of your head, all of that, right? We could go into talking about backgrounds for hours. You really can, because I do remember, my years as a news photographer at one of my first positions in this career. When I would walk into a place or wherever I was shooting, it was all about the background. It was all about the background. For instance, another point that you want to pay attention. You don't want something that's like sticking out of the back of your head if you are recording. Yeah, so think about that. That's a big one. And it's a big mistake that most people make when you are doing video or shooting video and you're not a professional. You're not used to doing this. Yes, baby. I told you, my baby is here. We're still in the pandemic, right? So my baby is in the studio with me. But yeah, so you don't want anything sticking out the back of your head. It always happens. So it's up to you to look at the video, look at yourself in front of the background. You can tell if a background is too bright, if it washes you out, if there's something sticking up about your head, if it's too busy in the background, is the background too light, is it too dark, are you fading into the background? It could go on and on and on. But listen, love you. Thanks so much for joining me for today's Media Mondays. Like I said, we talk about everything. I try to touch on everything. And I get just the inspiration, of course, from my experience, but I also get it from these wonderful, wonderful questions and comments that you guys send me. So listen, I love you again. I did not want to miss Media Mondays. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's StudioSetStage with me, Cynthia Mallard. And I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for always checking in on me. Positive vibes to you. Love you. And check with you next week.